Alright, so here's my video review of the Erisin 777A DVD and Android Pad deck. Now, I'm going to actually have this review in several parts. So the first part initially is just to show you the actual deck itself, talk about some of the quick features, and then I'm going to break it up feature by feature. So at least this is not a 30-minute documentary, but basically a 30-minute documentary broken up into pieces so people can flip to what they really want to see. This deck, very, very nice deck, is about $289. Plus, I believe the shipping cost was about $15 from China or Taiwan, I think it was, to Canada. So therefore, it's about a $300 deck by the time you finish. But what you get for it might not be too pleasing without the pad in it, but also kind of works as a sense of nobody's probably going to steal a deck looking like this out of your car. But what you do get with it is actually quite a powerhouse deck, which includes DVD playback right in the vehicle itself, extra connections to go to a rear view mirror, rear view camera, even wireless rear view camera actually plugs in just fine, iPod plug-in, USB plug-in, USB on the go plug-in, and micro SD card reader, which on their website says up to 4 gigs, but I actually have tested this with a 8 gig and it works on the deck, and a 32 gig in the pad, so it's that information needs to be changed, as well as a TV tuner, which I think is primarily for those who are looking for over-the-air TV. I know here in Canada everything is basically digital, so you need a specific tuner for digital over-the-air. I didn't bother purchasing it because, again, don't really need it or use it now that 3G and 4G television is basically on the net. Outside of that, you have, again, your basic deck, which also involves your radio via RDS. You have up to 6 different presets. You can play MP3 CDs, regular audio CDs. You can play, again, DivX DVDs, DivX movies. I mean, this thing actually packs quite the punch for a unit. Now, the only thing it does lack is the ability to change your front and rear sound like you would a normal deck. At least I've seen that option in the DVD, but I haven't seen that option in the audio CD or the radio or anything like that. So it's a basically good sounding deck. Does have an option for an amp. If you do have an amp in your vehicle, you actually can connect this to this deck to get better sound. And my Equinox, which is a 2005 Chevrolet Equinox, doesn't have that option. I didn't opt for the Bose sound system when I picked up the vehicle, so therefore it's just your standard audio, but still sounds pretty decent. So that's basically the information about the deck. I think I missed out, sorry, I apologize, but I missed out on the aspect of Bluetooth, the ability to play A2DP Pro, or to use the A2DP profile to play audio from your phone, smartphone, or from any other Bluetooth-based pad to this deck. So you don't actually require any other kind of plugins. You just actually run it over Bluetooth properly, as well as the aspect of controlling everything via the deck itself or through the pad. So the pad actually acts like a full screen. It's not just Android based, but it does have a Windows CE element where it actually gives a graphical representation of all these physical buttons on the deck. So that's basically an intro of it. I'll go into detail of other things. It does come with a remote, which it's kind of useless to use the remote since you already have the pad, which I've showed down here. That's, again, basically the general portion of this deck. You can find all that information on the Erisin.com website. But again, some of it needs to be updated because the media slot here, as you can see, it's a micro SD slot. If it goes into focus like so, that slot can actually hold up to 8 gigs. And on the pad itself, the pad actually has a slot in the side here which holds micro SD as well. That can hold up to 32 gigs, no problem, because I have a 32 gig class 10 inside there and it reads beautifully. So that's the overview right now. Quick 4.5 minute overview. I'm going to switch to another part which I will go into the interface and we'll go from there.